Good morning, my dear children. I hope all of you had finished your breakfast and ready for the class. Okay, once again, I welcome you to 9th standard second language English. My dear children, yesterday we discussed about the first poem Upagupta in part 1. Let us continue the same poem in part 2. I hope you are going to finish it today. Are you ready? Okay. And open your textbook. Shall I ask you some questions regarding to the previous class? Are you ready to answer? Yes. My first question. Who was Upagupta? Yes. What? Buddhist monk. Huh? Yes. Was a Buddhist monk. Who was Upagupta? A Buddhist monk. Buddhist monk. And yes, disciple. And a disciple of Buddha. Disciple of Buddha. Okay. The second character, I know you are very familiar with that one also, who was Vasavadatta. Yes, the dancing girl of Mathura. The dancing girl of, the dancing girl of Mathura. So these are, as we discussed yesterday, these are the two very important characters in this poem. The first one, Upagupta, a Buddhist monk and a disciple of Lord Buddha. Disciple means student, follower, pupil, whatever you say. The second one is the dancing girl of Mathura, Vasava Datta. She was very proud of her beauty, riches, youth. She was very proud of these things. Youth, riches, and she had a very good wealth, she had a wealth, she had youth and beauty. She was very much proud of these three things. So let's see what happened yesterday, what we were up to yesterday. One day, Upagupta, a disciple of Buddha, was slept on the dusty ground by the city wall of Mathura. ಮಥುರಾದ ಒಂದು ಗೋಡೆಯ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬುದ್ಧನ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ರೈಟ್, ಆನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ವಾಸವದತ್ತ ವಾಸ್ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ a lamp in her hand. Unfortunately, she stumbles over Upagupta and he woke up and started. He was surprised. So in the light of her lamp, she saw the forgiving face, forgiving eyes of the ascetic Upagupta. Right? We were up to this time. And how was the woman dressed? What did the dancing girl wear? She was starred with jewels, right? Starred with jewels, and she wear a pale blue mantle. Here, mantle means a loose, sleeveless cloak or shawl, especially worn by a woman. ಸಡಿಲವಾದ ಹೊದಿಕೆಯ ತೆಲುವಂಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇದನ್ನ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಅ ಗೌನ್ ಅನ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಈಗ ಅವಳು ಬಂದು ಅವನನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಯಾರನ್ನ? ಉಪಗುಪ್ತನನ್ನ. ಅವಳು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಅವಳು ಏನೇನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಶಿ saw the young face of the ascetic, austerely beautiful. Right? Last sentence of the third stanza. Austere. She lowered her lamp and saw young face. Upagupta was a young person. Young face, austerely beautiful. ಅವನ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತನ ಯೌವನದ ಸುಂದರ ರೂಪವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಆ ದೀಪದ ಬೆಳಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ. Now let us continue today from the fourth stanza. Open your text. You observe the words while I am reading. Forgive me, young ascetic, said the woman. Look at here. Forgive me, young ascetic. Forgive me, young ascetic, said the woman. graciously come to my house. Graciously come to my house. The dusty hearth is not fit bed for you. The young ascetic answered, Woman, go on your way. Look at how the story continues. As I told in the beginning of the first part 1 lesson, it is a poem narrated in a story way. Kathapadya, right? Forgive me. When she stepped on him and she stumbles over him, he was awakened and surprised. So, what we are going to ask when we make a mistake? We are going to ask, sorry, forgive us, forgive me, like this. She also asking sorry for Upagupta. For what? Stumbling over him. For awakening him. Disturbing from his sleep. Forgive me, young ascetic. Hello, young ascetic, please forgive me. She asked sorry for Upagupta, said the woman. Graciously come to my house. The dusty hearth is not fit bed for you. She requested him to forgive her, and then after that, she invited him to her house. She invited graciously. Know what it is? Kindly. Graciously means kindly. Oh, young ascetic, please kindly come to my house. The dusty hearth. This dust, the hearth which was covered with the dust, ಈ ಧೂಳಿನಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿರುವ ನೆಲ is not fit bed for you. ಇದು ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ಹಾಸಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಲಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. It's not it is not suitable bed for you to sleep here. Come, let's go to my house. So the woman requested him, fit bed for him. But what the young ascetic replied? Let's see. The young ascetic answered. Upagupta. Here young ascetic refers to Upagupta. Upagupta answered, Woman, go on your way. Go on your way. That means Upagupta refused her request. She asked sorry, okay. Then she requested him to come to my house. But Upagupta refused. Let's see what happens in the next stanza. Let's come on to the fifth one. When the time is right. When the time is right. Here, right takes the prefix unripe. Ripen fruit. Ripen fruit. Unripened fruit. Kai, annada, andura. When the time is right, I will come to you. Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. The storm rolled from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in fear of some unknown danger. Danger means apaya. Let's discuss in detail. When she asked him sorry and she requested him to come to her house, Upagupta refused by telling what? When the time is right, hello, woman, no, not this time. When the time is right, I will come to you. When the time permits, right? ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಯ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡಿ. when the time is right, I will come to you. ನಿನ್ನ ಬಳಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೇನೆ. when Upagupta say these words, ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೇನೆ, when the time is right, I will come to you. You know what happened suddenly? Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. Lightning means ಮಿಂಚು. ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಮಿಂಚು, ಮಿಂಚಿನ ನಂತರ ಗುಡುಗು, ರೈಟ್? ಗುಡುಗು ನಂತರ ಸಿಡಿಲು, ರೈಟ್? Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. That day it was very dark. Stars, as we discussed in the first stanza, the stars were all hidden. Ashada Masada Kattale, right? Kattale. It was very dark night. In that night, when the lightning comes out from the sky, right? ಮಿಂಚು ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ Suddenly black night showed its teeth. ಇಲ್ಲಿ teeth ನೀವು ఒక ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹಲ್ಲನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿತು. ಈ ಪದಗಳ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು ನಾವು, right? Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. That means suddenly the storm with the lightning and thundering made the woman. ನೋಡಿ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ. ಇದ್ದಕ್ಕಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಮಿಂಚು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. Thundering took place in the sky, okay, in the night, and after that storm growled from the corner of the sky. ಆಕಾಶದ ಯಾವುದೋ ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿಯ ಮೊರೆತವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. Storm growled, right? ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಬೀಸಿದಂತ ಸಪ್ಪಳವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ, ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸಿದ ಸಪ್ಪಳ. Lightning and storm growl in the corner of the sky. When Upagupta say these words, these are the signs, these are the indications of an unknown danger will happen. ಮುಂದೆ ಆಗೋಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ. Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. The storm growled from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in fear of unknown danger. Fear of some unknown danger. When the lightning comes out from the sky, and at the same time the storm growled from the corner of the sky, what the woman did? The woman trembled. ನಡುಗುಬಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಈ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರದ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ನಡೆದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ, the activities which took in the sky, with those indications, right? ಆ ಥರ ಸಂಜ್ಞೆಗಳ ಆಧಾರದಲ್ಲಿ the woman trembled in fear of some unknown danger. Known takes the prefix unknown. Known, unknown, known, unknown danger. ಯಾವುದು ಮುಂಬರುವ ಅಪಾಯದ ಸೂಚನೆಯಿಂದ ನಡುಗುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅವು ಏನು? What are the lightning and storm growled in the sky? These are the indications. These are the signs of some unknown danger will happen. She was trembled in fear of some unknown danger. Okay, let's move on to the next one. A year has not yet passed. Yet. Still the year is not completed. A year has not yet passed. It was evening of a day in April in spring season. The branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. Gay notes of a flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. Afar means far away, ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ. Gay means happy. Gay, happy. Full of blossom. Full of blossom means heavy with flowers. Heavy with flowers. ಹೂವುಗಳಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿರೋದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. Gay ಅಂದರೆ ಸಂತೋಷ. Okay. A year has not yet passed. ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಮುಗಿದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಈ ಘಟನೆ? ಯಾವ ಘಟನೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಸವದತ್ತ, ರೈಟ್? A year has not yet passed this with this incident, right? ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈ ಘಟನೆ ನಡೆದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷವೂ ಮುಗಿದಿಲ್ಲ. It was the situation. The poet is going to describe the situation. Again, it was evening of a day. It was evening of a day in April. As we all know, the month of April, what happens? Vasanta Ritu, right? ಹೊಸ ಚಿಗುರು ಬರ್ತದೆ. It was evening of a day in April in spring season, Vasanta Ritu. The branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. Gay notes of a flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. So the poet here described the situation of the spring season, right? ಆ ಘಟನೆ ನಡೆದು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು. A year has not yet passed. One evening, a day in the month of April in spring season. In spring season, it is a spring season. One evening of the day of April, the branches of the wayside trees, way means road, ದಾರಿ, wayside trees, ದಾರಿ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಸ್ತೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಮರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೂವುಗಳು ತುಂಬಿವೆ. All the trees which are besides the road, they are full of heavy with flowers. Branches, spring season, the branches of trees were full of flowers and happy notes of a flute. Happy notes of a flute come floating in the warm spring air from afar. That means happy notes of a flute came floating. Surrounding was pleasant in the month of April. The surrounding was pleasant. Tumba calm agide. The surrounding was very calm. In that calmness or in that pleasant atmosphere, the notes of a flute. Flute means ಕೊಳಲಿನ ನಾದ, ರೈಟ್? ದೂರದಿಂದ ಸಂತೋಷದ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಗೇ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಫ್ಲೂಟ್. ಗೇ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಸಂತೋಷದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಇಂಪಾಗಿ ಹರಿದು ಕೇಳಿ ಬರುತ್ತಿದೆ, ಹರಿದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೇರ್? ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಫಾರ್, ದೂರದಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ, ಇಂಪಾದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬರುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್. Yet 1 year passed. Let's come on to the seventh paragraph. Upagupta passed through the city gates and stood at the base of the rampart base. Was that a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? Here we have two difficult words. Base means support. If you want to build a house, first we have to make? We have to make a basement. To build a house, base, adipaya, thala. Rampart, a high wide wall. ಎತ್ತರವಾದ ಗೋಡೆ, built around a castle or a town. ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಪಟ್ಟಣ ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜ ಮಹಾರಾಜಗಳು ತಮ್ಮ ನಗರದ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಗಾಗಿ ಕೋಟೆಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಸಿಟಿ, ಒಂದು ಟೌನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ನಗರದ ಸುತ್ತ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಕಟ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ರಕ್ಷಣೆಯ ಗೋಡೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಎ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಲ್, ವಿ ಮೇ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಲ್, ರ್ಯಾಂಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಗ್ರೋವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ತೋಪು ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಾವಿನ ಮರಗಳು ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ನೆಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನೇನಂತೆ ಮಾವಿನ ತೋಪು. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೋವ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್. Upagupta on this day, April, in the evening of a day in April in spring season, how was the situation? On that day evening, Upagupta passed through the city gates. Upagupta was passing through the city gates. So which was the city here? Mathura, city gate of Mathura, and he stood at the base. Stand, present tense. Stand, present tense. Stood, past tense. Present form. This is past form. Stand, stood. When he was passing through the city gates of Mathura, he stood at the base of the rampart. ರಕ್ಷಣಾ ಗೋಡೆಯ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವು ಆ ಗೋಡೆ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ, ರ್ಯಾಂಪಾರ್ಟ್. ವಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎ ವುಮನ್? ವುಮನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯಾರೋ ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು, ಹೆಂಗ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ವಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎ ವುಮನ್ lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove. So besides the rampart wall, protective wall, in the mango grove, ಮಾವಿನ ತೋಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ಮಾವಿನ ಮರದ ನೆರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ, right, in that grove, the shadow of the mango trees, the woman was lying. ಯಾರೋ ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು ಮಲಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಆ ಮಾವಿನ ತೋಪಿನ ಮಾವಿನ ಮರದ ನೆರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಮಾವಿನ ಮರದ ನೆರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಮಹಿಳೆ ಮಲಗಿರೋದನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. He observed the woman was lying in the shadow of the mango row. Struck, eighth stanza. Struck with the black pestilence. Now see what the poet is going to describe. The condition of the woman, right? Struck with the black pestilence, spotted with the sores of smallpox, spotted with sores of smallpox. She had hurriedly removed from the town to avoid her poisonous contagion. To avoid her poisonous contagion, the ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees. Right? What happened? What's happening? Have you got some idea? No. Okay, let's discuss. Struck, the woman, as we discussed in the previous stanza, the woman, when Upagupta was passing through the city gate of Mathura, he stood at the rampart, base of the rampart, nearby the gate of Mathura. He observed woman was lying in the shadow of the mango row. ಮಾವಿನ ತೋಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಮಹಿಳೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿರೋದನ್ನ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. How was the condition of that woman? She was struck with black pestilence. She was struck. She was affected with black pestilence. ಸಾಂಕ್ರಾಮಿಕ ರೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ತುತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದಾಳು. Struck means affected. Black pestilence, look at the meaning in glossary. Any infectious disease that spreads quickly. Infectious disease like corona, right? Nowadays, any infectious disease, ಸೋಂಕಿನ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ, that spreads quickly and kills a lot of people. ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಹರಡುತ್ತೆ, ಬಹಳ ಜನರನ್ನ ಕೊಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ, right? ಅಂತ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಸಾಂಕ್ರಾಮಿಕ, ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಹರಡುವ, ಜನರನ್ನ ಸಾವಿನ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುವಂಥ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ. ಕಂಟೇಜನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್. ಅಂಟು ರೋಗ ಅಂತ, ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಹರಡುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಟೇಜನ್. She was suffering from, the woman was suffering from disease like smallpox, spotted with sores of smallpox. ಸಿಡುಬು ಬಂದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಾಯಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ, right? Spotted with the sores of smallpox. She was suffering from which disease? Smallpox. ಸಿಡುಬಿನಿಂದ ನರಳುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. It is a black pestilence, right? ಒಂದು ಸಾಂಕ್ರಾಮಿಕ ರೋಗ. To avoid her poisonous contagion. To avoid her poisonous contagion. Antu ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ it spreads quickly and kills so many people. Might kill, right? That is why to avoid this spreading one to another, she was removed from the town. She was hurriedly removed from the town. Notice. And her body was spotted with sores. She was driven away. She was removed. She hurriedly removed from the town because she had such a harmful disease which would spread and kill more people. It's a harmful disease, as we all know. Now we had a vaccine. In those days, it's a dreadful killer, right? So that is why, to avoid spreading one to another, poisonous disease, right? Poisonous contagion. That is why what the people of the city did, they removed her from the town. She was driven away from the town to stop the spreading of the disease one to another. She had such a harmful disease which would spread and kill more people. ಸಾಂಕ್ರಾಮಿಕ ರೋಗವಾಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಹರಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಊರಿನಿಂದ ಆಚೆಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Now, by observing the woman, what this ascetic Upagupta did, let's see. The ascetic, she was driven away. ಊರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Nobody is ready to take care of her. In this situation, the ascetic, was the ascetic here? Upagupta, right? Disciple of Buddha. Yes, The ascetic sat by her side. Sit, present tense. Sat, past tense. Sit, sat. He sat by her side, took her head on his knees. Upagupta, what he did? Upagupta sat by her side. ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ sat by her side and took her head on his knees. ಅವಳ ತಲೆಯನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ಕಾಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ, ತನ್ನ ತೊಡೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ, on his knees. Now see the last stanza. What happens? Are you curious? Yes, let's move on. And moistened her lips with water. Do you know what Upagupta did? See, he sat by her side, took her head on his knees. Moistened her lips with water and smeared her body with the sandal balm. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. See? And moistened her lips with water. Keeping her head on his knees. What did Upagupta do next? He gave her some water. He moistened her lips with water means he gave her water to drink, and after that he applied her body with a sandal balm. Sandal means gandha. ಗಂಧದಿಂದ ಆ ಗಂಧವನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವಳ ಮೈಗೆ ಸವರುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಹಚ್ತಾನೆ. Smeared. He applied the sandal balm on her body. Applied her body with the sandal balm. So by seeing this merciness, kindliness, the ascetic, what he showed kindness, mercy towards this woman, right? Seeing this, the woman asked. She was in such a condition that nobody is ready to take care of her. She was driven away. She was thrown out of the city. In this situation, he take care of her. Upagupta take care of her. Seeing this, the woman asked, "Who are you, merciful one?" Who are you, merciful one? She asked, what? Dayamayanada. Nodi, merciful one, kind man. Dayamayanada, tavu yaru? Who are you, merciful one? She asked. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here. I have told you one line. I didn't know in which stanza it is. In the 5th stanza, first line. I told you to keep in your memory. When the time is right, I will come to you. Samaya bandaga baruttene anta helida. Some indications have took place in the sky as something is going to be, some danger is going to take place in the future or in the coming days, right? Let's see here. Who are you, merciful? Asked the woman. See the words next. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. What the young ascetic Upagupta replied? He replied that the time at last has come to visit you. ನಿನ್ನ ಬಳಿಗೆ ಬರಲು ಕೊನೆಗೂ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಿನ್ನ ಬಳಿಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊನೆಗೂ ಸಮಯ ಬಂತು. And I am here. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೇನೆ. That is why I come here. The time at last has come to visit you, and so I am with you. These words, replied the young ascetic. Do you know was that woman who was lying in the mango grove? Yes, that is who was very much proud of her beauty, youth, power. No power, wealth. ಆಸ್ತಿ, ಯೌವನ, ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಜಂಬ ಪಡ್ತಿದ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗಳೇ ವಾಸವದತ್ತ, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವಾಸವದತ್ತ, right? In the beginning she had everything, but Within 1 year, my dear children, within the completion of 1 year, she had nothing. She was driven away from the town. Yeah, she was a famous dancing girl of Mathura. She has everything in the beginning. Within some days, she has nothing. Any Lord. She was driven away. Nobody is ready to take care of her. No one with us to treat her. What is situation? Ide Vidya Vaichitrya. Right? Ide Vidhi Bara. Right? Let's see the summary. How? Let us conclude it. In the beginning, she had worth. She had worth and pride. Chambayat, she was proud of her beauty. Drunken with the what word? Drunk with the wine of drunk with the. So let's see what the word we use there. Proud of her youth and beauty means drunk with the wine of her youth. What a word used there. Drunk, ಮದವೇರಿದ್ದವಳು ತನ್ನ ಯೌವನದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. Right? In the beginning. But after 1 year, before 1 year, she lost everything. She lost her beauty. She lost her youth. She lost her wealth. No dudu, no beauty, no youth. She became a patient, right? A dreadful killer, dreadful disease. She was suffering from a dreadful disease. ಭಯಾನಕವಾದ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಯನ್ನು ನರಳುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. No one wants to look after her. See how the situation is. No one was ready to look after her. She was driven away from the town. ಅವಳ ಊರಿನಿಂದಲೇ ಆಚೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Look at how the situation of her. This is the mystery of life. As I told in the beginning, this poem is going to reveal the truth of life. What the poem reveals? Truth of life. Truth of life. This is what the poem is going to reveal or tells us that truth of life. Jeevanada satyavana of life. Right? So, what would be the moral of this story or the poem? As it is a story poem, let us set it as story. What is the story of what is the moral of the story? We should never be proud of whatever we have. If we have power, if we have beauty, if we have youth, if we have wealth, if we have richness, we should not proud about all these things which they are not permanent. These things are not permanent. That is why we should not proud about all these things. This is the moral of the poem. We should not proud of our what? Youth, beauty, riches, whatever we have. Right? That is why we have to be happy with what we have. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಜಂಬ ಪಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಅಹಂಕಾರ ಪಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಲೀಡ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಸರಳವಾದ ಜೀವನವಲ್ಲ. ಹೌ ಲಾಲ್ ಬಹದ್ದೂರ್ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿ lived a simple life. They became the Prime Minister of India. Right? That is why live happily with what we have. Try to live happily with what we have. ನಮಗಿಂತ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮಗಿಷ್ಟು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪೋಯಮ್ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್, ಟ್ರೂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದ ಪೋಯಮ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ text once or twice. You will get the whole idea of the poem, and in your exercise the summary was given, but in between they have given some blanks, right? After that some words are given in bubbles. Fill in the blanks with the words given in the bubbles. So then you will get a full summary of the poem. I hope you will do it very easily. It's very easy to fill the blanks with the words which are given in bubbles. Then you will get the summary of the point and write it in your notes and learn it very well. When it will be asked in the examination, you will get 3 to 4 marks. Okay, my dear children, stay home, stay safe. Let's meet in the next class.